Men chatten der, da? Ja, sånn du
Kom den på?
der. Ja.
Ok, vi starter med den.
Men chatten der, da? Ja, sånn
Hva kom den på?
Mm,
Den her er jo helt VM i brede. Ok, vi starter med den.
Ja, det er noe weird som har skjedd. Trykk på Men chatten der, da? Ja,
Hva kom den på?
Mm,
Den her er jo helt VM i brede. Ok, vi starter.
Mute den, sånn at det ikke høres dobbelt. Chat kun for følgere, det er jo litt bredde å ha på.
Ja, det må vi jo. Det er jo Jon Ludvig som har modda, ikke sant?
Han har skrudd på det.
Ja, så...
Det er jo så dårlig.
Ja, jeg vet det. Han klaget jo på at det ble så mye spam.
Åh, ja. Ja, det var i hvert fall ikke subs, så det går fint. Det sånn. Det hadde vært mer krise hvis det var bare for subs.
Ja, ok.
Yes, boys.
Yes.
Then we're live.
Then we're live, indeed. And I already wasted a lot of time in the first game. So, but I have a good position. And I think Norwegian speakers can already... you can take on g4, but I take on c5, so it's fine. Norwegian speakers, I think, can already sort of guess the theme that I'm going to be following today. But I think you'll all pretty much get that soon enough.
In about 20 to 30 games, they'll understand.
I think so, indeed, yeah. This position is not that bad. Obviously, my king is a bit of a worry, as I think it's gonna be throughout the day. Maybe knight e5 is a problem. Knight d4. There is bishop c5. I think that is one of those problems that I'll deal with it if it occurs. Bishop g6 is not a major worry. Now I go rook d1. And yeah, probably shouldn't take on... So I'll go rook g3, trying to go king g1, and here I think I'll just sack the exchange. So I have a good knight in the center and some decent as I said, central control and well-placed pieces. Probably bishop h4 there was more critical. Now I feel like I have relatively easy play. I have moves like knight to f4, I have b4. Lots of good stuff. Don't know where the 2886 rating is from. It's a little bit funny. I never actually had that rating. Oh, maybe it's a blitz rating. Maybe I'm being very, very, very silly.
Yeah, that's your blitz rating, I think.
I don't even know. It's such a long time since I played over the board. At least my opponent is thinking quite a bit now. It's good for me. I'm just gonna continue to play positional moves, strengthening my position. I am down in exchange, but I have a pawn for it and well centralized pieces, so I'm not in a hurry to sort of force things. And now I think he may have... Oh, he's threatening c2. Then I need to be a little bit careful. Go rook d2. I think knight f3 is never dangerous. With the kind of centralization that I have, I don't think such sacrifices can be successful. Now, knight c7 is a threat as well, which as far as I can see, he didn't deal with. Bishop h3, there's queen g5. So I'm not sure that I gain a lot by... Also, there's queen e5 now, so I don't actually gain anything from interposing that.
So Greek opening run, somebody says in chat.
Yeah, something like that. I'm gonna start an educational series with the Greek opening.
Yeah, I'd buy that course.
Yeah. I think it's all about really how you sort of continue. Little trick here, knight f4, knight f6. It's all about how you continue after that. Especially in blitz, almost any opening can be at least kind of playable as long as you follow up well. So here I'm just trying to, now that I'm up material, trying to just be as solid as possible, exchange pieces when I can, and obviously with his time as well, he has absolutely no chance. Knight c8 now, should win even more material.
We have Chess Brian chat tuning in to learn some openings.
Yeah. If it's Eric, I mean, I've seen Eric play, and he certainly has something to learn from the Greek. So it's definitely recommended for players at any level. I think I'm gonna go for a pretty modest setup here. Well, modest, but when I'm offered free pawns, I will take them, obviously, most of the time. And it hurts my eyes, though, that I cannot castle. But what can you do? I guess I'll go run away. Probably h6, king g8, king h7 eventually. And it's all gonna be hunky-dory. So he actually makes a very good move here, anticipating my plan. So I guess I'll go king g8, and probably after g4 I will not play h6 in order not to give him a hook there. So instead I'll go for b5, sacrificing a pawn, but gaining a lot of good squares for my minor pieces. It should be noted that one of the key points of my strategy here is that his bishop on e3 isn't very good. With the pawn structure that I have, it's very unlikely to find decent work. So I think even with my admittedly somewhat dubious king's position, I probably have a good position here still. I could have perhaps gone for bare etter liksom veldig gode seire. Jeg trenger ikke å kjøre etter hver. And also I think this is, after all, as somebody pointed out, this is an instructive speedrun. So I'm trying to play instructive, good positional chess rather than trying to win by cheap tricks. I will now open up my king side a little bit, but I do believe that activating the rook outweighs that, and I'm still very, very solid on the king side, so this should be fine. I created one threat taking on h4, and then I created another threat taking on f3. And according to Gary, if you make 10 threats in a row, your opponent is gonna blunder eventually. So now I've made 3 threats. Now I have another one of queen b1, so that's 4. So only 6 more, and I'm gonna win the game for sure. Well, he evaded this one. So the counter is still at 6. Oh, and here we go. So no cheap tricks, but beautiful tactics. They are allowed, even if they are fairly simple. But this is a nice one still. Bishop f2, knight f4. Obviously, is the problem.
You didn't even have to make 10 threats.
No, sometimes.
6, 7.
Yeah, sometimes it's less, obviously, but 10 threats in a row guarantees it.
Okay.
But the average is about 4.5. Yes. Okay.